why, exactly for what you said right here, is why I have so much appreciation for the southern states. Because, like how my friend just said here right now, there are a lot of people who do equate any neighborhood with a certain amount of blacks as a hood, as a ghetto, as a place where housing rates are really down. If you look this spot up on Zillow, a 3 bedroom is probably going to be $85,000 at best. But what a lot of people do not know, I'm gonna say it's Californians because I live in California. Most black, predominant black neighborhoods in California, and even if you can find one that's predominantly black, is usually indeed low income in California. It is what it is. And truth be told, if we having a real conversation, a lot of the hoods, a lot of the projects in California that are predominantly black, like majority black, they're usually actually like 50% black, maybe 40% Mexican or 50% black, 50% other Samoan or Filipino, etc., right? It is not until you go down south a lot of the times, you go to Texas, you go to Georgia. I'll do you one better. Go to Maryland. Maryland is a really good example where you'll see, and Maryland is technically not the South or kind of the South. That's a whole different conversation. Where you'll notice that it is a normal thing to go see upper middle class black neighborhoods where all the blacks who live there are foremen in construction companies, are all doctors. Like we didn't. The problem is when you come here, because we're basically like one of the minorities in the state. It is what it is. We're not used to that idea. A lot of people don't know this. The whole all blacks live in the ghetto concept, that really is that's not really like a always historical thing. You like that didn't it wasn't like we just went from slavery to the ghetto. Like, no, there's a lot of black neighborhoods in the land my family has in Louisiana. We've had that land for like a while now. Like, there are a lot of black families that thrived in the 50s, 60s, 40s, even post segregation, even post segregation, even after Jim Crow and et cetera, et cetera. There are a lot of black families that thrived, and there just were a lot that fell. Blame the Democrats. No, but no, but it is what it is. That's why when I lived in Atlanta, that's why it was so inspirational to go to Atlanta for me. Where Atlanta Metro, I lived in Paulding County, because that was the first place I went to where I got to see like just rich blacks, like a rich black economy, rich black industry like that. And granted, Atlanta's very diverse now. Like, you see everything there now. But I do love that you go there and it's almost like black San Francisco, gay culture included. Right? But it's like you go there and it's important for you to see. Even when I lived in Montgomery, Alabama, when I stayed in Montgomery, Alabama, there was at least about, in Montgomery's ghetto. Montgomery might have been the ghettoest city I ever stayed in my whole entire life. But when I was there was at least about 2 or 3 neighborhoods that were predominantly black and were doing fine. You had Cascade Heights.